Ugh. Hi, everybody. John Harris here with you. And Billy, my energy's running a little low. You might have to virtually slap me around or some shit every once in a while. But you fuck. Jeez, Bill, not so hard.
That's like that slapping championship.
It's like, yeah. Was that the dumbest friggin' thing ever? It was so stupid. Oh, slap the shit out of you.
I seen one guy get completely knocked out.
Yeah, by a slap.
Yeah, no, well, he got slapped and his head came down and hit the table and went back. If I have the clip, I have to send it to you.
Oh, if you have it, send it, please, because that's funny as hell. All right, so we're going to talk NFL Week 7. Before we do, let us thank our sponsors, Bill.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Where would we be without our sponsors?
Where would we be? Probably not here. So here we are, folks. Let's talk about first my friend Dennis Ingraldi at Vineland Realty Corporation, 634 East Landis Avenue in Vineland. We want to thank them for sponsoring all the Public John shows. Their phone number is 856-690-9482 for all your business and residential property needs, whether you want to buy, sell, lease, rent, whatever you want to do as well. Not just property, but Dennis can and his crew can give you some advice on business stuff too, if you want, or even buying a business that's already in place if you want to take one over. So that's Vineland Realty Corporation, 634 East Landis Avenue in Vineland, 856-690-9482. And let them know you heard all about them from the cheap seats. And we echoed it down from up here in the bleachers.
Cheap sheets,
Cheap
cheap seats.
seats. Hey, Vineland, hey. Uh, Speaking of that, and we're hoping they did well today. I didn't get a chance to slide over. Shotzi Schnitzel House was in the middle of Oktoberfest in Riley, Kansas, and the streets were all blocked off and everything. Uh, and That's, like I said, 121 South Broadway in Riley, Kansas. Their phone number is 785-473-3355. They opened the catering hall today in Riley for Oktoberfest. And it once a month, the chef opens it up and you get some great, authentic German food, German beer, German-based wine.
Mm.
It's really good. Um, and Of course, he caters for like the Abilene West Coast dinner theater train and is available all over Northeast Kansas for all kinds of private catering events, or even, if you're a business and you want to hold one, give them a call, ask for Chef Manford. That is Shotzi's Schnitzel House, 121 South Broadway in Riley, Kansas. And One of these days, if you get out here, Bill, I'll take you out there and you'll like the guy. Chef Manford is funny as heck. He's great. Not only is he a good cook, but he's really a funny bastard, that guy.
Well, looking forward to
It'll be fun. Uh, so we can get back now to business a little bit. We do want to thank those folks for helping us. Uh, First off, we can mention Major League Baseball. The Dodgers swept uh, Milwaukee. Milwaukee had the best record in baseball. Dodgers are going through the wild card, but the Dodgers are going to the World Series.
it. Yep.
Um, we talked a little off air. Just when you think Shohei Ohtani can't play in the postseason, yikes, Bill. Yikes. He put on a display.
Yeah, he went yard 3 times and he pitched what 6 good innings with 10 Ks.
6 innings, 10 Ks, and like you said,
That's
three
not
home runs.
terrible. That's
That
terrific.
when they were pitching to Ohtani, they were terrible. They were terrible. Because man, I don't want to tell you that those balls were cigarettes, but they were lit. He lit them babies up. So, so the Dodgers move on, and tomorrow night, Sunday night, Sunday, Game 6 in Toronto of the American League Championship Series. Seattle is up 3 games to 2, so Toronto's going to have to win both of the next two. Otherwise, Seattle will be facing the Dodgers in the World Series. The World Series starts Friday. I apologize. I was saying Monday. Starts Friday So the teams will, no matter what, will have a day or two off. It's just a matter of whether it goes 7 games or six. And like we said, the World Series will start Friday night. The Dodgers against, we don't know yet.
No.
We'll find out. Uh, so that's your MLB report. A couple college games of note. I've been watching them and on the fly here. A couple of big upsets. UAB, who fired Trent Dilfer, right? Big upset today, and they win. Huge. I'm waiting for the score when I see it again, but big upset. Oregon's crushing Rutgers. Like last I saw, it was like 55 to why'd we bring the flight out? It was terrible. Like
Final 56-10.
56-10 the final.
Yeah.
Just Rutgers, you should just, I don't even know if it was a home game, but I was going to say just stay home.
Yeah.
But literally,
they were home.
yeah, they were home. Well, they went to the wrong room in the house because they got spanked. Dad was in there waiting with the thing with the paddle because they got spanked bad. Thank you, sir. Could I have another? Well, they had a lot. It wasn't good. So looking at some scores, Texas and Kentucky are tied. Texas is ranked 21st in the nation. Kentucky is not, but it's 10-10 with a minute left in the game. Tennessee was trying to catch up to Alabama, but a pass that when it went for a first down just got dropped. Florida beat Mississippi State by 2. And if I see any scores of note, I'll pop in there, I guess. Alabama's leading this one 30-13, starting the fourth quarter. So this doesn't look good for the Volunteers. They volunteered in the wrong thing. So, all right, buddy. NFL, we had the AARP Bowl, the Old Age Bowl, the Social Security Bowl, whatever you want to call it. Rodgers at 41 versus Flacco at 40. Flacco just got traded from Cleveland to Cincinnati. Mike Tomlin was ticked off about it even before the game. How do you trade the guy that was your starting quarterback at the beginning of the season to a division rival? And come to find out, Tomlin was right because Joe Flacco burned that Pittsburgh defense badly. Over 300 yards. Remember how many touchdowns, Bill? Was it 3 or 4?
I think it was 3. Yeah, I think it was 3. Yeah. And I think that was the first time since 1974, I believe it was 74, that there was a trade in the division starting quarterback.
That's just crazy.
And I think it was, what the heck was his name? I think it was Morton.
Oh, Craig Morton?
Greg Morton.
Man. And that is going back a ways.
Going back.
I am old because I remember Craig Morton playing for Dallas and
Dallas. And they get traded to the Giants.
Oh, he got traded to the Giants, right?
Yeah.
And then he eventually ended up in Denver.
Yeah.
And he had a couple good seasons in Denver, right? If I remember right. But and not a bad quarterback. But you're right, Dallas to the Giants, that unheard of back then. And Tomlin was right. And how could you do that? And they did it. And then your executive producer noticed. She, Janine, the lovely Janine.
Yeah, lovely Janine.
The lovely Janine.
He's waving.
Better known as wifey. Yeah, baby. She noted, and she's absolutely right, is that Flacco was traded during the week and had 2 days of practice, Tuesday and Wednesday. That was it. And then Thursday night went out and had his way with Pittsburgh. And and Rodgers played well too. Both quarterbacks played great, but Cincinnati outscores them. You were saying Jamar Chase had the most receptions he's ever had.
Yep, 16.
16.
And I believe it was like 160 some yards. I'll look it up real quick here.
That's amazing. Some of the catches were just, whew.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, like
16 for 161.
Phew, 10 yards a catch.
Some of those catches were just the thing of
beauty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he was outstanding. And you sit back and wonder. I mean, Joe Burrow, it's Joe Burrow's team. When he gets healthy, he's back in there. But Chase is going to put the pressure on Burrow, say, hey, you're my buddy, but this guy gave me the most catches ever. You need to step up.
Right.
Because that's a franchise record. It's a Cleveland record. So
Mhm.
it's outstanding game by Joe Burrow. He stepped up literally in the pocket as well. Not a mobile guy, but Cincinnati, whose offensive line has been maligned for the last few years, gave him enough time to get the ball out, and they just outscored him. And who would have thought that would happen from Cincinnati?
Yeah, and also Cincinnati came into the game with the worst rushing team, and actually Chase Brown had 108 yards
I
on
was
the
going to
line.
say Chase Brown had a great night too.
Yep,
So, and that was toward the end when they had to eat up some clock, and they did.
yep.
So good for Cincinnati, and that rivalry is going to be a little interesting to watch if Flacco's still in the next time the two teams play. We'll see.
Yep.
Or if he's not in and Pittsburgh wins, will people be saying Joe Burrow needs to have a seat? I can't see that, but no. I'm just playing the media game here. Uh, so that's your Thursday night game review. We're ready to start some picks. These will be kind of rapid fire, I think. If we agree, we're not going to expand on it unless there's an injury note of some kind. Other than that, Bill, you ready to rock and roll, pal?
Let's go, buddy.
All right. We've got the Rams in Jacksonville. That's in London tomorrow morning, Sunday morning, 9:30 in the morning.
Yes, it is. I got the Rams.
I was expecting our theme to come out there, but I guess
Where's our theme?
that's perfect. In London tomorrow, Jacksonville is technically the home team, takes on the LA Rams. I took the Rams across the board. We both did, actually.
Yeah.
We both took the over 44.5. The Rams are picked by 3. We both think they'll cover.
Yes.
Kansas City and Vegas, we do differ a little bit on here. It's 11.5 is the spread. Obviously, Kansas City favored. Bill took Kansas City across the board in the over. I took Vegas to cover the 11.5-point spread. Chiefs to win, though, and I also took the over.
You get Rice back for Kansas City, which will help that offense. And Las Vegas offensive line hasn't been great, so I don't see them doing too much offensively.
You could be right. I'm just taking it because 11.5 points at a division game.
Absolutely. Yep, division game, absolutely.
Yep. So, Carolina and the New York Jets. Carolina's picked by 1.5. Bill took Carolina across the board in the under. I did too, and the over or the under 41 points. We both went under that. Cleveland and Miami, we are different here. Cleveland's favored by 2.5. Bill took Cleveland to win and cover, and over to 35.5 points, which is low for an NFL game. I took Miami just for fun. I think Miami's got a little better offense. Cleveland offense is a rumor.
They still have a young quarterback that
They do.
His third game, Gabriel, and then
Yeah.
the running game that rookie running back Judkins is. But they're in the dog pound, so we're going to.
So you're going to bark at them. Meanwhile, I'm going to take the Dolphins. They have some offense. They're coming off a little bit of a turmoil, so I think they got to go out and prove something. Plus, I like saying that the Dolphins will win a game because the Dolphin is the horniest beast in the world. They are horniest. That they mean they're just horny. They just want to. They only want to do one thing, and if they do it over Cleveland, they'll be effing them over. So we'll see what happens. I'm just being an asshole, but I am taking Miami across the board. I think they'll win it. New England and Tennessee. Bill's got New England across the board. It is in Tennessee. It's a 7-point spread. I'm taking New England to win as well. Tennessee to cover. Bill takes the over 42.5. I take the under. I think it's the only way Tennessee wins is if they can keep the score down. That'll be an interesting game, I think. But New England's coming on, buddy.
Yes.
Especially now with Buffalo losing last week, which was a shocker.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be right in the hunt for the division, not just a wild card.
Yeah.
Keep going the way they go. I like their quarterback, Drake May. I mean, it's going to be interesting.
And Diggs has been coming on too after
I was just going to say Diggs has
the knee
become a number
surgery
one
last
again.
year, so
Yep.
they're starting to get in the groove.
Yep, worked his way back, and now he looks like the old Stephon Diggs. He's starting to anyway. Chicago and New Orleans. It's a 4-point spread. New Orleans getting points. Bill takes Chicago to win the game. New Orleans to cover the 4 and over 45.5. I'm taking Chicago across the board in the over 45.5. Philadelphia and Minnesota. Carson Wentz is starting for Minnesota again. J.J. McCarthy's still going to be held out. But they're saying Wentz is dinged up too. They were actually talking about the third stringer, John Harris. I don't want to take, if you get down to third string, you might as well throw me out there. It's not good. I was gonna say throw me out there because it sounds good. No, it wouldn't be good. I could throw a pass about 5 yards now after rotator cuffs. Yeah. I mean, when you have trouble tying your shoes, not because of your fat gut, but because your arms don't reach.
Mm.
My case, it's a combination of both. The arms don't reach around the gut. You know what I'm saying? That's an exaggeration.
And I'm not an Eagle fan, but I don't see them losing 3 in a row here. So
No, I don't either. I think they'll cover, and I think they'll go over. It's a 2.5-point spread. I took Philly across the board. So did you, and we both took the over.
Yep.
Denver and the Giants. This is the young quarterback bowl. Bo Nix versus Jackson Dart. It's a 7.5-point spread for Denver. That seems high to me. So I took the Giants to cover, Denver to win. It's 40.5 on the over under. Bill and I both went over. Bill took Denver across the board on the 7.5 points.
yeah, the Giants secondary is probably one of the weakest in the league. So I think Denver bops them here.
You could be right. I just think 7.5 is a little high, and that the Giants are going to do everything they can because they really like Jackson Dart. The teammates do. You can see it.
They're going to be a fun team to watch between him and Scatterboo.
I was going to say Cam Scatterboo.
They're going to be fun to watch in the next
few
couple
years.
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as nobody gets hurt. That's the key. I would tell Scatterboo that when he scores, quit flipping in the end zone.
Yeah.
You're going to come down and hurt yourself, and you're going to blow out a knee or or roll your ankle or some stupid shit.
Yeah.
Your career is going to be ruined. Celebrate like you want to celebrate, except that. Don't do that. And him and Dart, they get on the sideline and they headbutt each other when they do something good. And I mean, they whack each other in the head. I'm like, the guy's going to have a concussion just from his celebration, for Christ's sake. There's I think the NFL is investigating the concussion protocol situation with Dart last week because Dable, the head coach, was arguing, screaming, get him back in there. He doesn't have anything. Get him back in there. And they're investigating, did he get rushed and come back in the game and maybe had a minor concussion? I don't know. I don't know. I can't see the NFL people in the blue tent letting him out if he looks.
I agree with that too.
Yeah, but I think Dable could be in for a little bit of a fine for trying to circumvent the concussion protocol situation. So we'll see what happens there. But Bill's got Denver across the board. I got Denver in the game and the Giants to cover the 7.5-point spread. Indy and the Chargers. It's a 1-point spread. Indy getting the point. Bill and I both took the Indy and the over. It's a 45.5-point over under. We're both taking Indy across the board, and really it's an upset. But it's only 1 point. But I think Indy's got a little bit too much offense for the Chargers to keep up. And Indy's defense right now is a little better. I think the Chargers are banged up a little bit. So Green Bay is going to Arizona. and it's a 44.5 point over under. Green Bay is picked by 7. I feel like I'm taking a chance, but then, like you said, Kyler Murray is out.
Kyler Murray's out. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm taking Green Bay across the board, as is Bill. So Washington and Dallas. I changed my pick, Bill, because I'm a because I'm a giant ego. I'm a waffle. All right. Let go of my ego. Let go of my
You're not a flip flopper. You're a waffle.
I'm not a flip flopper, but I am a waffle. Yeah. Okay. And if I lose this game, I'll be a toasted waffle. So, Bill takes Washington, and the under the it's 53.5 is the over under. Very, very high. Bill takes Washington, who is favored by 1.5 to win and cover. I switched my pick here just a hunch because Washington's got some injuries, especially at receiver. So their offense could be a little bit stymied. And Dallas is scoring points. Now, they're not stopping anybody.
Yeah.
And Dallas couldn't. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was surprised Washington hasn't reached out to me to be wide receiver.
They should, or at least a running back to come run the wheel.
Because they have McLaurin out, Deebo Samuel out.
Yeah.
Diami Brown, he's done for the year.
Oh.
So, 3 of their top guys are gone.
Can you run a wheel route out of the backfield, Bill?
But look for McCaffrey. McCaffrey, not the Christian McCaffrey, but the other McCaffrey.
Isn't it his brother, or is it a cousin or something?
I'm not.
It's a relation, I know.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
But and that could be his moment to solidify his position and get more playing time in the future. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, I'm going to take Dallas across the board. It's only a 1.5-point spread for Washington. I think Dallas will win and cover. And I'm going to go with the over, the 53.5, because I think Dallas is going to roll up some points, and then Washington's going to get desperate and try to catch them.
And CeeDee Lamb comes back for Dallas. So
you got CeeDee Lamb, you got Pickens. And Dak Prescott's playing out of his mind this season. He's actually MVP caliber right now. I hate Dallas. Don't like them. I admit it. I think Jerry Jones is a clown. He's more of a clown than Ronald McDonald trying to run the team. They haven't been in the Super Bowl in 30 years? It's got to be getting close to 30 years.
Got to be close to that.
Even in the playoffs, like 20 years. He doesn't care. I'm sorry. He doesn't care about anything but making money. And he's made it hand over fist. He got the new stadium built. It's billions. The team is worth probably $1 billion. He's not going to sell it, but I'm just saying from when he got it to now. But he loves publicity for himself. He just loves to get on camera. He just loves to make statements. But he made a couple statements too many, and that's why Micah Parsons is in Green Bay.
Yeah.
He made one that insulted him, and Micah's like, no, you can't offer me enough. You need to trade my ass. and he did.
Yes, for sure. But you were close on the 30 years. 1996 was the last time they were in the Super Bowl.
29 years.
Against Pittsburgh.
Ugh. And that was a Barry Switzer coach job that actually had Jimmy Johnson's players.
Yes.
So Switzer, to me, didn't do squat. And then when he was gone, I think after that year, they haven't done anything since.
Yeah.
Nothing. So, but this case, I'm going to take Dallas across the board, and I think they're going to outscore Washington. So, Sunday night football, Bill. Atlanta, San Francisco. It is in Santa Clara. The Niners. I took the Niners across the board. So did you. They are giving away 1.5 to Atlanta. Atlanta's tough, and I wouldn't be surprised, and I think you already said this too. We wouldn't be surprised if Atlanta wins the game because San Francisco's got some injuries.
Mm-hmm.
You said somebody's coming back, right?
And Bijan Robinson's the best back in football right now.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. You hate to say the words unstoppable, but he's pretty close.
Yeah.
But San Francisco's getting a couple guys back.
Yeah, George Kittle comes back. Jennings, he came back a little bit last week, so he should be ready to go again.
Okay. Mac Jones is starting though for Purdy. He's still out. Um, wouldn't surprise me though if he plays next week. I think he's close, but they keeping him out as a precaution. But Mac Jones has done well.
Hmm.
He may have resurrected his career. Somebody that needs a quarterback may trade for him. If not before the trade deadline because of the injury to Purdy, then maybe in the offseason, yeah, you'll see him appearing for somebody, I think. He's played well. Uh, Bill took the over 47.5. I took the under. I think it'll be a low scoring game, but I think the Niners will win. We both took it across the board. First Monday night game, Detroit and Tampa Bay. Bill took Detroit across the board. It's a 6 point uh, odds for Detroit giving away 6. Tampa Bay is so banged up. And the over under 52.5. Bill took the over. I took Detroit to win. I think Tampa Bay is going to hang in there. I don't think you can ever count Baker Mayfield out.
No.
Yeah, he is such a gamer. Um, so I think Tampa Bay will keep it a little closer than 6, but I see Detroit winning the game. And I took the over 52.5 as well. But yeah, Mike Evans is likely to play, they said. Of course, Godwin's out. Um, their one running back is out.
Yeah,
So
Bucky Irvin's out.
Irving, who was having a pretty good season, he's out now. Is he out for the season?
No, no, no. He's just I don't even think he's on IR. He just
Oh, okay.
he should be maybe back in a week or another week or two.
Okay. So that's a difference for us. I think Tampa Bay will cover. And last but not least, or maybe it will be, Seattle is hosting Houston. Seattle is picked by 3. I took Seattle across the board. The over under is 41. I took the over on the 41.
And so did I.
Okay, so we're identical on this one. For some reason, I didn't have it marked down, but I did remember it. So that's it for your NFL Week 7 picks. Let's go over the previous week. Bill had a good week picking the games, 10-5. There were 15 games last week, but had a tough week against the odds where he was 6-9, and he was the same on the over under. We had identical records on game picks, 10-5 again. I reversed his numbers and was 9-6 this week on both the odds and the over under. 9-6 is okay, but it's not our standard. But we'll go with it. That brings totals to Bill game pick 62-32 with one tie, 61.7%. And he's climbed over 50%. And even though he dropped down a couple of points, he's still having a pretty decent season at 50 wins, 44 losses, one tie, and over under 46-48 and one push at 48.9% for the over under. Identical game record picks for me as Bill has 62-32-1, 61.7%. Odds 57-36 with no pushes, 61%. I dropped down a little bit too. And over under right at 61% at 58-37. Yeah, it's the same percentage breaking down. So we're close again. Bill's within about 3 games of me, I think. Let's see, 50. Well, no.
Yeah, seven, and then like
I was going to
12,
say 7
12
and
on the over unders.
12. Yeah, I thought it was closer because of the 8 points, but or 8 percentage points. But you still have come from nowhere because you were below 50% for a while.
Yes.
So on the odds, at least, and so you've kind of come out of nowhere. So hang in there, buddy, and we're both making you money if you're with us, folks. If you're using the info, and if not, sorry for you. I don't personally bet. Bill, I used to bet once in a while. Bill does bet a little bit, So he's probably sitting okay, not sitting pretty, but sitting okay.
Yeah, I usually I don't really do the teams as much as I pick players to score touchdowns. So
Yeah, you're doing prop bets
yeah,
basically.
prop bets. Yeah.
Uh, and they're fun. They're a lot of fun. This week would be interesting prop bet wise with CD Lamb back, but yet Pickens has been playing well. So I'm curious to see who Dak goes to and how many catches they both have.
Yes.
That's just one example of prop bets. How many are they picking CD to get? How many are they picking Pickens to get? And obviously there's a lot of other prop bets too. So that's a lot of fun. So I think that wraps it up, Bill, unless you have anything.
No.
We covered baseball. We covered all the football picks.
You got NBA coming up and NHL started. Matter of fact, the Flyers won tonight in overtime. So,
ooh, wow. All right. Way to go, Philly. That's the one Philly team you root for, isn't it?
yes.
Yeah, I can see you've got the Washington hat on. So we know who between Washington and Indy and sometimes Baltimore, they're your picks. Of course, I like Philly and Kansas City. So, um, I think there's a picture out there I put up this week of us in our home gear
Yes.
uniforms.
Yes.
An oldie but goodie when I did the blitz for the Thursday night game. So, and of course, I would say congratulations, but we both took the bullet there, stepped over under. So, um, but I expect a good week out of both of us, and we want to thank you folks for watching and tuning in. We want to thank Vineland Realty Corporation and Shoutsy's Schnitzel House for sponsoring us. And I got to get a hold of the chef to see how Oktoberfest went in Riley and see if he did okay. But I think so because I tried to go there, and they had a couple streets blocked off. I couldn't park fairly close, and at this point, if it's not fairly close, I can't get there physically. So
right.
so I got to call and let him know. But other than that, it looked like it was packed. So I'm sure he did okay, and I hope so. For my pal Billy Smith, his executive producer, the lovely Janine,
The wifey.
the wifey.
Oh, sorry, I'm still going around the circle. Oh, look, Big Ben. Oh, Portland.
Jesus God. Oh, and Bill did spend the 37 cents, folks, as you can see, and went with the color background. He's joined the rest of us. Congratulations, Bill.
I know. I kind of missed the way up there, the last seats up there.
Way up there. Yeah, I know. We're both like
cheap seats.
The real cheap seats. That's right. But you can see the vendors still come out because there's a hot dog, there's popcorn.
Get your popcorn.
Get your popcorn. It's spilled soda, all kinds of stuff. That's why they're the cheap seats. Those stuff have been there for a couple of weeks. That's why it's the cheap seats. So we want to thank you folks for tuning in. We will talk to you later in the week when we have the Thursday night blitz, and we'll see what happens with Major League Baseball as well in the next couple of days. Enjoy the games, everybody. Remember, you got an early one tomorrow, 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central. And you'll hear the London theme, the English theme going off at some point. There it is. Nothing like quality sound effects we've got here, folks. We're spending top dollar here. Well, just the dollar on the top of the pile, just that one. But that's top dollar right there. $1. That's the royalty for the song. So thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We'll talk to you next week. For my pal Billy Smith, I'm John Harris from the Cheap Seats.
Have a good